Oh, ye of little faith.
Well, he has reasons.
Yes, I trust his self-interest aligns with our interest at the moment.
Victor, as you enter your office, you can see the coterie gathering. You can see on the security cameras that they are conversing. The audio's off, but you can see that they're each gathering.
I'll get the cards off of my desk, except for the one that I have for Tim for later.
Okay.
And then I will head by security, let them know that the holders of the card that came in with me last night are to have access, and make my way back down to the coterie.
Okay. Soraka, after you had disappeared for the 24 hours, getting away from the shit show, as it were, you wake in the trailer, away from everyone and everything. Your man's done what he's asked you to do. He's set up shop. He's gotten everything kind of situated. The sun sets. You wake from your sleep. And now what? It's a new day. Your fellow Bruja went missing in the club. Somebody dropped off of Primogen's body, staked in a club.
She doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Do now.
Yeah, she wasn't there when we found her. So.
This is why we all need to be present every week.
Sorry, I was getting torn open. Can't help it.
Okay, scratch that. Rewind. Try again. You wake. You've been away for the last 18 hours trying to get your head straight. The last thing you know, Tim disappeared, Damien disappeared, Freddie disappeared. Everybody went about doing what the hell ever, and you hauled ass on your bike.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Just blowing off steam.
You've successfully done that. What's next? Dude, roll me a wits and awareness, please.
Two successes.
There's a whisper. Not your beast. Another familiar voice. It's Mr. Walter Quentz. Almost sounds like an old rotary telephone kind of crackle sound in your mind. We need to talk. There's a pull, an unnatural pull, as if you have been called. It's damn near impossible to resist. You feel drawn to a particular area. You have no idea why. But you definitely feel compelled to show up. Bring your friend. We need to talk.
Great. So am I still out and about?
You're
Out
back
in
at
my-
your team trailer at the place that you had set up for you. It's
Okay.
where you sheltered for the night after going off for a ride to blow things off and kind of get your wits about you.
Okay. I'm gonna text someone from the coterie and find out
Who?
where they're at.
Who?
I am going to text Virginia.
Excellent. Virginia, your phone goes off. There's a text from Soraka. What does it say?
Sorry about dipping the other night. I know we have a lot to work out. Where can we meet up?
I'm going to send her coordinates that are near the brewery. I'd rather not text Haven locations, so I'm gonna just give you some points and then say meet me here.
So that's what you
Okay.
receive. Soraka, you could very easily roll an intelligence and awareness and figure out that these coordinates, when you plug them into Google Maps, points damn near directly to Two Silos Brewery.
I said near, not at the spot.
Two Silos Brewery covers a fairly large area, and there's only 3 things that are at that highway intersection.
Okay,
Your place, Two Silos, and a 7-Eleven gas station and a little strip mall.
cool.
All right. I'm gonna head that way.
And I'm gonna tell everyone that I got that text.
Excellent.
Do you want me to come with you, or are you going by yourself?
I think I can handle this one.
All right. Well,
You
you know
guys
how to
wait
get
here
on
for
those.
Victor.
Yeah.
So Victor, you head back down towards the common area in the basement. You see Virginia, Zeke, Sam, and Smiles. There's no Soraka and no Tim.
I'll hand out the cards, except for the ones I left in the office.
Victor hands you each a simple plastic proximity card. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Wonderful. I'll add it to my growing pile of Victor Costa ID cards.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Well, the first one was actually Miss St. Clair, not me.
Is it still valuable?
This time it's unknown. We'll see in the future. So things have changed.
I take the card from Victor and I say, thank you very much.
Just remember to keep it quiet and clean here. I'd rather not have to find another haven for us.
Much appreciated you found this one.
Yes, Mr. Costa, I'm just on my way out to go meet Soraka.
Yeah, so we need to go get Tim now that we
Yes.
have Fiona secure at the moment. We need to get Tim. I have an idea that might work.
All right, I'll be back.
Over here.
So, how are we storming the castle?
I'm sure that Mr. Tim is probably not doing very well right now. I think it's of the utmost importance that we get him out of the fields.
Did you come again? You were coming in kind of low.
I think that Mr. Toon, him, is not having a very pleasant time. Then we need to go get him now.
I agree.
I definitely agree on that. As soon as Virginia comes back with Soraka, we can go get Tim and Freddie, and then we deal with the other issue we have.
But I also have an idea. And I think that we need to go get a few tools as well.
Such as?
Pry bars, large ones, wedges.
Hmm. And where should we acquire these?
Well, any major big box store would have them. You know, there's the orange one and the blue one. I'm sure they have plenty of location on the way.
Yes. Hmm.
Matter of fact, my ride should be here any moment. I would have texted my retainer to pick me up soon.
Virginia, you get outside the building. It isn't too many minutes before you hear the rumble of a bike and the silhouette of Soraka on her said bike growing larger and larger pretty quickly as she comes in screeching, laying a line of black tar of her wheels as she spins a 180 and parks the bike almost nearly at your feet.
Hey,
Good evening.
how's it going?
Well, I think you need to come and see how it's going.
I fear there's a lot I have to catch up on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, lead the
Not going to give
way.
any spoilers, but I am. And you're about to see someone that we've been missing for a little bit.
Soraka, as you pull
Hmm.
as you pull up to the two silos, you know that the place is pretty busy. The outdoor venue is rocking and rolling. There's a local band playing on the outdoor stage. The three different beer and food service areas are busy taking care of what they take care of. There's masked people, not masked people sitting in different areas. Um, it's pretty hopping. It's not bad. The band's not bad. They're keeping everybody entertained. Um,
I'm
Yep,
just
so
following Virginia.
I'm going to guide her down to the common area where everyone else is.
Excellent. As you do, again, Soraka, as you descend the stairs, there's Sam, Zeke, Victor, Smiles, all kind of sitting awkwardly, kind of trading glances from time to time or avoiding each other's eye contact however they might. It definitely seems like an uncomfortable gathering.
Good evening.
Welcome
evening.
back.
In this Soraka.
How was your sojourn?
Refreshing. I feel like we have a lot of work to do. What's going on? What's the first thing? Tim is missing still? That's the last thing I remember.
Tim
Well,
and Freddy are missing still. Yes.
I assume Miss Stone told you about our little guest.
No.
Vaguely. Come and take a look.
Oh, this should be enlightening.
I got to walk over to the door
Tell
and
me
kind of
about it.
open it a little bit so she could peek in.
As she opens the door, there's a familiar face laying on a bed with a spike of steel sticking out of her chest. It's Fiona, the Toreador Primogen. Unmoving and unresponsive.
Ah. So you've had a busy evening, I see.
That's a way of putting it.
You have no idea.
Well, I think we need to cut our little reunion short. We need to go get him.
Agreed.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
We think he's in the under the cloud data center, was it? think Victor was saying there were some caverns under there.
Now, in the sake of brevity here, are you okay going back down there, Victor?
Smiles, even
I
as
have
the
to be.
mention of said caverns comes up,
Mm.
there's that tickle at the base of your skull. Your skin almost retracts reflexively. Memories of the initial encounter become forefront in your mind. The emotions, the intensity of that boil to the surface almost immediately. Not out of control, but hearing it said so openly definitely brings a raw scratch to that itch.
I have to be. I have no other choice.
We always have a choice.
That's what you claim.
You know, if what you've been saying is true, there may be other objectives down in those caves. I'm sorry, down there.
And it's the reason that I will get the tools.
Yes. You know who we need to rescue.
Yeah. Well, I suggest we gather up and we make our way there.
Are you calling your driver, or shall I call Lorenzo?
There's not enough room for us all.
That's fine. I will
Then I
hang
shall
back
call him.
gladly.
I don't blame you.
Oh, there's no need.
Smiles.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all.
I'm going to call Lorenzo then and ask him to bring the SUV around to the 3 silos.
There's a swift response saying that he will be right around. Victor, you get the same response as you order up some transportation. Soraka, do you plan to follow or jump in one of the bandwagons?
I'm gonna jump in with one of them.
Okay, leaving your bike behind. The 2 vehicles are brought around to the front of the club. You both get texts saying that, hey, we're here, ready to go. Smiles, Virginia's encouraging you to come along.
That's because ignorance is bliss, and I don't know if Smiles is ready to face what's in those caverns again.
Smiles is clearly apprehensive.
Smiles, you can always stay back and make sure Fiona's safe. And if we have a visitor, just in case.
Do we have an extra set of comms for Smiles then if he is going to be staying back?
Uh,
I had a few extra sets made of my equipment.
Awesome.
So, the only question to ask is, are we going as quiet as a mouse or as loud as a lion?
Oh, that depends on the circumstance when we get down there. For now,
Shall we?
though, I think that being loud is not the way.
Gotta have a little finesse, right, Virginia? And I have a knowing smirk on my face.
Always.
Okay. You all exit, climbing out of the basement, exiting the brew house entry, through the crowd, and out towards the parking lot where the 2 vehicles are waiting. Climbing in, both the drivers ask you, where would you like to go? When you mention where they're going, of course, both know exactly where to go and immediately begin driving. Smiles, do you go with them or you just stay behind?
It's a good question. Let me roll some dice to answer it because that's
Fair
the easy way
enough.
to figure it out.
And while we're in the car, Sam is checking his phone, see if there's any emails or anything that he might have missed while he was
Oh,
asleep.
perfect. So he's overcome his fear with
Okay.
4 successes. And so he will begrudgingly join the caravan.
Excellent.
We'll make a stop first.
Sam, the only messages you have are exactly what you expect from the Haven Club, letting you know that they got open on time, everybody showed up, the crowds are starting to pour in, and business is as usual.
So I'm told you everything's up and up at the club.
You get a thumbs up emoji. Victor, where is it you would like to stop?
Big box store. I want pie bars, chains, wedges, etc.
Okay.
Sledgehammer.
Okay.
None of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're
The
talking.
stuff to open up something like a
It
sarcophagus.
is not
maybe.
hard to stop at the Home Depot
Mhm.
and send a couple of ghouls or whatever in to purchase said items. They're not that expensive and they're very common.
Very.
It's momentary stop. You're probably there for 5 or 10 minutes at most. They come out with tools, loading them in the backs of the vehicles, and off you go. What was that you
I
were
want
saying,
to
Sam?
take the back way though.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam was with Virginia, so
Right.
he would have told her face to face about the club being everything's straight and everything's good. Everything's open. If they need us, just call us. Because I was with her in the car and the SUV.
We'll have to take a peek in when we are done our festivities for the evening, see how things are running. But
Lorenzo and Victor's man both return from the store, load up, and immediately get down the highway. Upon arriving at the Cloud HQ data center, you do find that you're good.
I wanted to take the back way.
Oh,
the way that
you
we
want to go
took.
back to the airport.
Mhm.
Okay, so Victor's car takes off first and leads you all to the Manassas Regional Airport, to the St. Clair Holdings hangar. Upon getting there, pulling into this beautiful hangar, there are several G4 and G6 jets parked. There are attendants waxing said aeroplanes, washing them. There's crews detailing, what have you. Victor exits the vehicle and begins walking towards the back end of the hangar, where he waits at a door where he places a proximity card, and a door rolls up and allows entry. It is a fairly sizable cargo-like elevator. If everybody follows him without delay or without any interruption.
I'll follow without disruption.
yep.
So
Same.
We just kind of split up the tools between us.
what about Lorenzo and your guy? Are you leaving them behind, or?
I'll leave my guy in the hangar.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Lorenzo to go back to the club and monitor, and I will call him when I need him.
Are you sure, Miss Virginia?
Oh, yes. I would much prefer to have one of my boys watching the club this evening. I will call you if I need you.
Excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
I will tell mine to go get the pheasants that I had made last
Okay.
week.
Okay. He snaps straight up. Yes, sir. Right away. We'll let you know when we get back. And he gets back in the vehicle and drives away. As the rest of you enter into the elevator, Victor again places a proximity card near an unmarked wall. The doors close and descend. More than 3 stories it seems to take a while before this elevator gets to the bottom. And when it opens, you are facing a very large tunnel. There's a small propane powered golf cart of sorts with several seats waiting at the bottom of the elevator. This looks like a very industrial tunnel. There are cable racks running the length of it. It seems to disappear down a tunnel and around a corner out of sight. Victor doesn't hesitate, gets behind the wheel, and waits for everybody to join him.
I'll go join Victor with the golf cart.
Yep.
I'll hang out in the back.
Are you
Got
getting
a bad feeling about this.
Are you getting on the cart, or are you like just?
I'll sit down on one of the back seats.
Okay.
Yeah, Smiles will take a seat next to Zeke.
Oh,
Soraka, this is kind of a weird thing for you. Like, you've gone and descended an elevator in an airport hangar, opening up to a golf cart in a tunnel.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Do you join them? Is there any conversation?
I will follow them. Why the hell not?
All right, Victor. Everybody eventually takes a seat.
And we'll drive to that fateful door.
Any of you who have any kind of geospatial sense will realize that he probably drives a good 2 miles down a winding tunnel. And when it comes to the end, it is similarly facing a like door that you came out of from the elevator in the hangar.
Wow.
is there anything out of the ordinary with this door? Or is it just...
That you would realize? Probably not.
Okay, thank you.
Badge it.
Victor walks near the end of the tunnel, and literally a door rolls up, and then what looks like an elevator door slides open. Everybody
People,
follows Victor. Victor then leads you through a set of tunnels and several doors that eventually end in yet another elevator that descends another story below ground that opens into a tunnel. This takes you a good 15 minutes to walk these paths in the subterranean areas of Prince William County, which is surprising because none of you have seen this before other than Smiles.
Any guards this time?
0.
Was the armor left?
0. When you get to the final door that you open, Tim, did you return to the door or return to the bulkhead? Or are you
No,
still in the
I went
cave?
back. I went back to where the ghoul was.
Ready.
Okay,
Ready.
so you're back at the door. Okay.
Yeah.
What you notice is that a light above the door turns green for a brief second. There's a slight hiss as it begins to slide open.
Mm-hmm.
And before you stands 5 people: Virginia, Zeke, Smiles, Victor, Sam, and Soraka are all standing there. There is a surprised Freddy who uncharacteristically runs to Virginia, embracing her in almost a tackle.
Yeah, that one needs a hug.
Rushing past everybody, ignoring everyone in the room. He looks pale. He looks frightened, almost as if a child had just gone through a corn maze in somebody's Halloween nightmare.
Do not use any powers down here
Even passive ones.
at all.
And the rest of you, as the door slides open, Virginia's ghoul goes running past, and there stands Tim, looking a bit pissed, as he's
I
been trapped
survived.
down here for a good 18 plus hours.
First, I look
Hi,
at
Tim.
Freddy, smile, laugh a little bit, then I look at Tim and I say, "Hey, Tim."
Hey, Sam.
I'm going.
Heart of a lion, that one.
I'm going to approach Tim.
Sam, Victor. I'm sorry, Smiles and Victor. Please give me a willpower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Willpower check is just rolling my.
Just straight willpower.
Willpower.
Crit, so I got 5. Yes.
As we see Tim,
6 successes.
Okay,
Ooh,
so the
nice.
both of you notice that sensation, that original sensation as you first discovered the cave and the cavern beyond it. Immediately jumps to the back of your throat as if you had just swallowed a dirty cricket and it was stuck there.
Oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And Smiles turns
memory-
around and leaves.
The memory creeps up, but you both maintain that cool before you decide to turn and leave. You realize that that's a memory. It's not happening, but it's visceral. It's palpable. It's tangible.
I'm going to repeat this again, in case you didn't hear me the first time, everyone.
Victor
Do
and
not,
Smiles both look a little shaken the moment the door opens.
do not use your powers down here.
We found Tim.
Might
Let's
be a
get out of
little
here.
late for that.
Yes, well,
Before we go,
I think we need to go investigate some sarcophagi.
yeah, I did that, by the way.
What'd
They
you find?
are electrified somehow.
Interesting. Well, I've brought some tools to assist.
Are they non-metallic?
They are metallic.
That could be a problem.
well, we are
You-
corpses.
Yeah.
So we're not going to feel anything.
A little tingle wouldn't hurt.
You don't know how much current it is.
Mm.
You do realize they're made out of stone, right?
All I know is what I felt. You want to run your hands over that and tell me what you feel. How about that?
Oh, I've seen.
I know you have.
It's
No.
not what you think, I don't believe.
Now, could we perhaps start
Wrap this up and get the fuck out of here? Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Let's hurry up, go investigate those, and then get out.
We don't want to anger
Again.
anything.
Let's not use our powers in here because bad things happen when that happens.
What about
I don't
Oh.
care if they're hidden or not. Don't use them.
as you wish?
I've made that mistake myself.
Is
And I
that
will
why?
start making my way toward the sarcophagi.
I'm heading the same way.
I'll follow between the two.
I'll follow as well.
I'm going to grab Freddy's hands, to look him in the face and say, I think we have to go back down there. Hold my hand and stay close to me.
Freddy violently shakes you off. I'm not going back in there.
We can't leave him by himself.
No fucking
I'll-
way.
I'll stay with Freddy. I don't relish going back to that room either.
Yeah, that. No, you don't pay me enough.
I don't want to handle your paychecks, Freddy.
You don't pay me enough. I don't care. I'm not going back that way.
My eyebrows shoot
No.
up, but then you don't pay me enough.
So, okay, I'm gonna make this simple, Freddie. You go down there, we give you a raise, and 2
Fuck,
weeks
look,
vacation.
fuck you. Fuck, no.
We'll give
Freddie
you a
doesn't have
vacation.
to go down there, but Freddie, watch your tone. I know you've been through a lot. I understand your frustration.
You don't know what I've. Miss
Preach it,
Stone,
brother.
Miss Stone, all respect. I'm not going back down there.
And that's fine.
That's fine. But calm yourself. You can stay here with Smiles.
Smiles,
Smiles?
do you look like
Smiles?
Oh yeah.
you? Fuck.
Oh, man.
So as
Oh,
you
boy.
speak, Freddy turns and sees you. A look comes across his face of terror. Tim, this is a look you've already seen. Smiles.
Oh, we got a runner.
He does not hesitate. He pulls a gun, points it at you,
I'm blinking over to him.
and begins to pull the trigger. As he's
All right.
screaming, "Fuck! I'm getting out of here now!"
Okay, I'm using all on Freddie.
Mesmerize.
Jesus,
There
y'all.
we go.
Okay, so wait a minute. Many things happen at once. You guys see Freddy, when he turns to look at Smiles, he reacts, expletives, pulls a gun, and points it. Sam, what do you do?
I'm casting all, and I'm using it on Freddie.
Okay, what portion? Okay, you're going to do awe. Soraka, what do you do?
Rapid reflexes. I'm going to rush over to him.
So rapid reflexes is a response to something going on against you. So he's
So
not
I
really.
can't
he's not,
move out of the
Oh, no.
gunfire.
He's not pointing at you. He is dead
Smiles
pointing
did
right
it.
at Smiles.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all in like a tight little group.
You are.
You were, but he particularly responded to Smiles' visage and
I'm going to
He's
tell it.
such a lovely boy.
Oh,
So pretty.
Yes, the prettiest.
man.
All right. So does that give
So-
me time to react, or are we
Yeah,
still
that's
resolving?
Let me get everyone. Tim, what are you doing? Like I said, many things happen at once.
I am blinking behind him, and I'm gonna try to use ambush to grab the gun away from him and pull it.
Okay, so go ahead and
Way.
roll me a rouse check. Victor, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to mesmerize him.
Okay.
Tell
Smiles.
him
Brett, you see Freddy pull a gun and starts yelling at you.
I
Like-
don't get hungrier.
My reaction would just be to dive out of the way.
Okay, Zeke.
I'm gonna do nothing, but I am gonna kind of reach for one of my Colts.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't want to. I heard Victor. I don't want to activate anything.
Virginia, as you and Freddy are having this discord, he looks over to the voice that said, it's okay, I'm staying here. You see him react in horror, reaches for a gun, pulls it out, and points it right at him. What are you doing?
Entrancement.
Okay, so
God damn it.
Jello brain.
let's do this in the order that things happen, and this is how it's going to work. Anybody who's trying to dominate or entrance him needs his eye contact, and right now he is looking at one person. Smiles. So Sam and Virginia, you do not have eye contact. You are now, Sam, you are now the epitome of what's attractive in this particular space. You have become more interesting than anyone else in this room to everybody that's here. However, Freddy is definitely mind locked on Smiles. He has seen something horrible. He's experienced a whole bunch of horror before he got to this point. and that's where his attention is. What are you doing to try and get his attention?
I am
I'm gonna
shouting his name
Okay.
I'm saying
and grabbing his arm.
Okay.
I'm saying, Freddy, look at me for a minute, please.
Okay.
I'm saying it nicely, not causing any issue.
Tim.
Just saying nicely. Just look at me.
You have the preemptive blink. You succeeded with your rouse check, so you do not gain hunger. What exact actions are you taking?
So I am blinking behind him.
Okay.
I'm gonna, one arm around the neck, and with my hand essentially grab the gun and pull it from him and pull his arm to the floor.
Okay,
Not in like to pull his arm off, but to just.
I got you. So roll me your dexterity and brawl, please, with your added dice for your specialty and an added 1 die for your blink for the surprise.
Do I get just 1 for the specialty?
You get an added die for your specialty,
All right.
the grappling. You get an added die for the blink.
Okay.
And
what about
then-
ambush?
You're reacting. You're not ambushing
okay.
him.
I gotcha. Okay.
That's
Let's
plus
see.
2.
5 successes.
5 successes is enough. So what you all see is Tim standing in one place at one moment. The next moment, he is literally behind Freddy, got him locked up, and as his arm goes up over his head, he fires once, misses, smiles, and is locked up by Tim. This happens in literally a blink of an eye. Virginia, you grab his free arm, trying to get his attention. Sam, you yell out, "Look at me!" As you see
I'm
Tim,
I'm saying nicely to Freddy, just look at me for a minute, Freddy.
Tim just appears behind Freddy, locks him up, jacks his arm up as he fires, smiles. What do you do as you see this happen?
Probably just going to. Probably just going to say, "Oh shit," and get out of the way.
You successfully dive out of the line of fire. Tim, you have, for all intents and purposes, control of this situation. He's fired. You see Smiles dive out of the way. This sad human is, as you've been with him through his experience, you know what he's going through, and he is beginning to just act on fear reactions. What do you do?
So I'm gonna essentially talk to him in his ear and say, "Look, we have a little bit more of a job to do, and then we can all get the fuck out of here."
What the fuck is that?
No
Blam!
one.
He pulls the trigger again.
All right, I'm pulling the gun out of his hand.
Okay, that's easy enough. You guys
And I'm
see
gonna
all this
tell
going
him,
on.
you need to calm the fuck down so we can all get out of here. Nobody wants to be here.
At this point, I am right in front of Freddy, almost in his face.
Okay.
Freddy?
He definitely catches your direct line of sight, no question. What?
I need to calm down for a minute. Okay?
You successfully has mesmerism, as that was your action.
No, mine was entrancement.
Entrancement. Sorry, you have entrancement.
Yes.
You have his undivided captured attention.
Yes.
How do you use it?
I'm telling him he needs to calm down for a second.
But
and just listen. I know you've probably seen some terrifying things this evening. I need you to trust me and know that this man with us, he is not of any harm to you.
He looks seriously confused. He doesn't know how to handle this because what his eyes are telling him that he sees of Smiles is a direct opposition of what you're telling him. but he seems to calm down. Tim, you can feel him relax just a little bit in your arms as he kind of lowers his gun hand, at least as far as your arm will allow. He does relax a little bit. He kind of gives you this weird nod and but and he keeps motioning towards Smiles.
I see.
Yeah,
I know
yeah, I
it's
get
really
it.
confusing. He is one of the good guys, though.
Miss Stone, now might be a good time for this dude to
won't-
have a snack.
You won't hurt me, will you?
No.
No.
He's talking directly to Smiles at this point.
Oh.
He is mesmerized, but his conscious mind is not letting go of the fact that here's a monster in his face
Okay.
in a dark place where he's already experienced more than one horror.
Okay.
You're the one who was trying to kill me.
I have all up. I got my hand on Freddy's shoulder to have him look at me. And I figured Victor's probably behind me. So what they can do what he has to do. So he can erase this from Freddy's mind so we can get this.
I'm going to speak up here and say, Sam, I need you to back off. I have this. Let's not overwhelm Freddy.
I think the best thing to do right now is get Freddy calm.
Yes.
Perhaps
Smiles,
Smiles.
can you please reassure Freddy that you will not harm him? I know he made the first move, but I'm going to need you to reassure him because he's not in a very good place right now.
Smiles is gonna raise his hands, show him that he has no weapons. He's gonna say, I promise I won't hurt you.
Smiles, that voice in the back of your head, quietly, oily, slipperily whispers, when they all walked down the hallway, they left us a snack. How nice of them. Just, I gotta get out of here, Miss Virginia, but please don't hurt me. This has been a fucked up night and I'm fucking done.
I know. We will deal with it. You and I will sit down and we will deal with it, okay?
He gives up, Tim. You can feel him. He gives up. Body and soul, you can feel him just relent.
I'll let him go.
Whatever Virginia has said to him has had a definitive effect.
I'll let him go.
I drop all.
He takes advantage of the open door that wasn't open for 18 hours, scoots on the other side of it, sheaths his firearm, and keeps an eye like directly on Smiles. He's like, I gotta get out of here, but you handle what you gotta do. I'll be right here.
Okay, you stay right here.
Yell if
and
you
then
need
you and
me.
I are gonna.
He does not look convincing.
I'll say you wait right here. As I said, you and I will talk. And I'll
You
look at
pat him
Mr.
on the
Costa
head
and I
give him a
say,
belly rub.
we will talk.
We'll
talk.
He's acquiescing.
Now,
Okay,
if you have anything
to business.
active, I recommend dropping it now. I think we're not that far from when bad things happen if you won't heed my advice, and I'd rather not deal with that yet again.
I already dropped all. Virginia had everything.
Yeah, I'm done with entrancement.
So I
Yep.
dropped all by this point.
Zeke will speak up. Would you like me to use the F word on him?
No.
No,
We're not
no,
messing with
no,
Freddy
we're not,
right now.
We're not doing anything. We are just going to walk down here and see what's inside of these things, and then we're getting out.
Could we just get this done and get the fuck out of here, please?
I agree with him.
As soon as Tim makes this little statement, Zeke's going to start marching towards them.
And Tim's right behind him.
I'm following suit.
So, Victor, I'm assuming you're leading the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't been in this area, which is Sam, Soraka, Virginia, Zeke, Victor leads the way down the hall, curves to the left, and about halfway, probably about 15, 20 yards, it becomes cave. It exits a construction area into what looks like a fallen cave entrance, as if someone had broken through while building a tunnel. Victor pauses as he finds this break in the construction before he takes a step forward. Victor, I don't know. Are you hesitant?
I'll kind of pause for a moment.
So yeah,
Don't be surprised if you see things that are unexplainable. Do not interfere with this place.
Victor, the teeth won't come, will they?
If you decide that you want to get a little happy, they might. I've seen them down here.
No. I'll be
I
calm.
recommend keeping your cool.
Victor steps into the dimmed, or the dimmer space that is the cavern that some of you have heard of. Tim, you see him pause before he steps into this vacant space. And literally he heads directly towards the circle of sarcophagi that are in the far back corner of the cavern. I assume that everyone follows, save Smiles, who is babysitting a terrified Freddy.
I'll follow last.
Sam, Soraka, Zeke, and Virginia, if you please give me a wits and awareness.
Of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
The dang thing's gonna work for me here. Good.
Awareness.
3 successes.
Excellent.
And a memento.
Excellent.
4 successes, 1 crit.
I have 4 successes.
Sam? 4. Okay. The 4 of you, as you breach the space where the construction stops and the obvious earthen appears, there's a sudden rush of cold up your spine. The light dims. Even in this dim space, it becomes a little bit more shadowed and seems unnatural. Your undead blood becomes a little colder. Each of your beasts tangibly feels as if it recoils from this space. Though each of you are able to overcome these sensations, it is not something you've encountered before. This place is not natural. It is not nice. It is not okay. And you definitely know it. There's no questioning that this place is not to be played with. And Victor continues marching forward, Tim behind him. The 4 of you, as you enter the space, follow. As he enters deeper into the cavern, as you near Victor and Tim's intended destination, you notice that there is actually a circle of 12 sarcophagi in a clockwise pattern on the ground in this cavern, each granite and huge, one with a broken lid that is somewhat caved in but fallen outside. There's another one that seems to be completely uncovered, with its lid of granite flipped to one side and leaning up against the wall. The other 10 utterly sealed, undisturbed. Several languages, runes, and other hieroglyphic markings are on the outside of each. Upon investigation, it is not hard to make out clan symbols, Latin inscriptions, Old Sumerian language, Egyptian hieroglyphs, and what have you on each of the sarcophagi. And nothing feels good.
Welcome to the happiest place on earth.
What the hell is this?
These are the
Victor,
sarcophagi I
that one
told
with
you
the
about.
lid flipped open, that's where Miss Fiona was when I saw Damien down here.
Funny you speak of that. We have her secured.
Oh, well, that's nice.
We tried
Interesting.
to get some assistance, but there was an important meeting going on.
Yeah, that asshole tried to get me to drink her.
He what?
You what?
Oh yeah, Damien? Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess he thought it'd be funny. I
No,
didn't
it
find it
ain't
very
funny.
amusing.
Well, it ain't funny. Not a
Oh
bit.
boy.
Well, we can deal with that later, but for
Yeah,
now,
that's besides the point.
we need to see if anyone else is hidden.
Hold on. Before we start popping these open like Pringles cans, uh, are there going to be any effects to the occupants by opening them?
Well, we'll just have to risk that now, won't we?
Who is most likely to survive a, let's say, accident in that manner? Let's start with them. Yeah.
Hmm. Let's go to the Ventrue plan symbol.
You'll just hear
Okie
him
dokie.
chuckle.
And I'll make my way over to the Ventrue clan circle. Start getting the wedges and the bars and all that.
As you approach, unlike before, there is an electrostatic sensation. The closer you get, the more intense it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Painful, prickly, hairs standing up. The taste of ozone can almost be tasted. The closer you get, the more intense it gets. The voice in the back of your head says, "Don't. What are we doing down here, Victor?"
I have to see.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You say all that aloud?
Yeah. And then I'm going to take the sledgehammer.
I know what
I'm
you're
just going to
thinking.
kind of tap the top.
Okay, you
tapping the
all
top.
see Victor start to heft the sledgehammer.
Oh shit. This is
Stand clear.
happening.
Stand clear.
Does
A
anybody try and
Ventrue
stop
doing
him?
manual labor. I gotta see this shit.
No,
Mark
I'm
the
not stopping
calendar.
him. I'm not stopping him. I want to see him do this.
Before he swings down, Zeke will say, "Are you sure that's wise?"
No, but there's only one way to find out.
And with that, Victor swings.
All right.
I'm trying to budge the top just a little bit
From underneath or from
With
side?
a sledgehammer.
from the side.
Right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
And he's been the one trying to clean up our messes all the time.
I think the
And here,
Virginia.
look at him.
I think Virginia. This is the first time we'll ever see a Ventrue do hard labor.
And with that, we're going to take a very brief break.
Ooh.
Welcome back. Hope you all had a brief moment to grab a drink, grab a break. As we went to our break, Victor Costa deftly wielded a sledgehammer, swinging it over his head, ignoring the
No,
voices of
to the side.
others
To the side.
as he prepares to strike at a sarcophagus in an underground cavern. Sam Smith,
Yes.
roll your premonition for me, please.
Okay.
Oh, you have it too?
Yep.
Cool. So I'm just the pretty looking kind of Toreador. No special unsenses or unseen senses. Fuck.
Sense the unseen.
Yes. Thank you.
I've done the
Nothing
same
fancy.
thing.
So, Sam, the first thing you need is a rouse check, please.
And I succeeded on that.
And then your resolve plus your auspex.
This should be fun, folks. This should be fun.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Or not? Depends.
Don't jinx it.
No, it'll be bestial failure for sure. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Dude, it's the Phil Knob's world of sunshine and rainbows.
I got 3 successes on that.
Okay. So as you see Victor slide the sledgehammer to the side, and he begins to tense up all of his muscles to bring the sledgehammer to bear and swing, your vision goes dark. There's a moment where there's no sound. Then the silence is filled with the absolute terrorized scream of an 8-year-old child. Horror fills your senses. A ghostly figure of an 8-year-old child in Victorian dress, almost in a nightgown, fills your vision, her mouth locked in an open scream. As the sound overwhelms you, your beast wakes up, punching you in the back of the head, yelling, "Run! Now!" And the voice from the room fills you. "No! Run! Run! No!" This echoes in your mind over and over and over and gets louder and louder and louder. Your vision clears momentarily as you see Victor's arms swinging over his head as the sledgehammer begins to fall.
I said, Victor, hold up a second. Wait. We need to go now.
Why?
Do you stop?
I had a premonition, and I saw an 8-year-old child, a Victorian, just scream at me, telling us we need to go.
That's Celestria.
So you pause in your swing?
Yes.
Victor,
Wait.
before he contacts with the granite lid of the sarcophagi, pulls back on his swing as he listens to Sam.
Wait. You mean that Celestria? Victor?
What Celestria?
Young girl screams. Said something lives down here.
She guards it. That's what
I remember.
told me. Remember? Crowley told us.
Her.
From
So
when?
we gonna crack this pinata or what?
What would happen if we disturbed her?
I don't know. But as you can see, Fiona is there, supporting him. Fiona is now secured.
Now,
That's not to say that the other missing are not in one of these other sarcophagi.
now, Sam, I know this is traumatizing, but what do you think we should do? Run?
Victor, that voice in the back of your head. Who the fuck are they to tell us what to do? Fucking do it.
I looked at Victor. We need to find out if they're in there. Victor, break that thing open.
You sure that's wise? You know what? No. Do it, Victor.
We need to know.
Said we need to know.
Yeah, we need to know who's in there.
Let's get on with it.
Decide.
Strength and brawl, Victor.
Strength and brawl.
No.
So good at this.
Sure you don't want me to swing that there, Victor?
Hey, you can
I
do
mean,
that.
I've brought more than one sledgehammer. I'll route blood for a strength. Good success.
Here, I'll lend you my strength and brawl.
Well, surprisingly, 2.
2.
It's both of them.
Oh no.
Victor. Victor stops talking, rears back again, and swings the sledgehammer overhead, contacts with the
To the
ground.
side. I'm trying to tap to the side.
Victor swings it from the side to try and sledge this thing off kilter. There's a bright flash that is nearly blinding. Victor,
Mm-hmm.
3 aggravated wounds as a lightning strikes your body as you connect, throwing you backwards and away, leaving the sledgehammer splintered in your hands as it explodes from the electricity.
Now, that's something new.
Victor goes flying backwards as a bright flash fills the cavern with light. His sledgehammer explodes, sending shards of wood in all directions. I need all of you present to make a Rorschach test, please.
Motherfucker.
Is that just willpower?
That's willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this should be
It's
fun.
loading.
Woo! 5 successes and a crit.
I got 5 successes, no crit though.
Excellent.
I have 5.
We're lucky tonight. Look at us go. Oh shit, I
Ooh.
should have said that. Knock on
3
wood.
successes and a crit.
6. Thank you, crit.
Soraka and Sam.
I got 3.
Okay.
I had 3 and a crit.
Okay. There's a moment when the flash of light occurs where everyone in the room pauses. That thought of flight or flight hits you immediately as if something horrible just happened or is about to happen. Each of you successfully holds back that sensation to flee. The sensation of fury creeps up, and each of you is able to withhold that sensation, knowing that whatever he just did woke something up as a blackness envelops the entire cavern.
Sense the unseen. As soon as I see that blackness, I'm going for sense the unseen again.
Oh shit.
There is nothing. You cannot see the person who was previously next to you. Light disappears. The sensation of gravity disappears. Air disappears. The sensation of the ground under your feet disappears. Victor, by all means, roll for your sense the unseen.
Grrr.
I was gonna cast mine, but that's
Don't let what's going on with him alter what you would do in this moment. Many things happened at once.
in that case, I'll cast my own sense.
Okay, please rouse and roll for sense the unseen. Smiles.
Just unroused.
You hear a lightning-like clap of thunder. And as you turn towards the direction they went, that familiar darkness fills the space. Does not envelop you, but it's there. Immediately, that sensation from the first incursion creeps up onto you like a bullwhip. Somebody's done something stupid. And
is Freddy still
is coming. Your beast screams in your ears to run. Get out. Get out. Get out.
which side of the door is Freddy on?
He's on the far side of the elevator the passageway that Victor opened. He's on the other side of that. So that's ahead of you. Behind you is where everybody else went.
All right,
and that's where the darkness is.
I would like to shut the door and lock it.
You're not sure that there's a way to do that because Victor had a special key card that activated that passage.
Right, but if it's not Victor, I don't want it coming through behind me.
It's not advancing, but there is a wall of darkness down the direction that the entire coterie went.
All right, I will turn to Freddy and say we should probably get out of here.
Oh, yeah. What about, you can see him struggling as he's weighing everything he's been through in the last 18 hours, the fact that everything that happened in the last few minutes, and his owner, for lack of a better term, Virginia, is the other direction.
And Smiles is going to Vanna White towards the darkness, and he's going to say, "Be my guest."
No, I'm not. No. And he begins to run.
Yeah, I'll follow him basically and say, "That's what I thought."
He shoulders past you and begins running down the passage that Victor had opened. The five of you, willpower checks, please.
By the way, Sense the Unseen was 6 because crit and 2 successes.
Okay.
I roused blood for mine. I haven't rolled mine.
You roused the blood. Did you fail or succeed?
Succeeded.
Okay, so you don't get hungry.
Nope.
Okay,
4.
Are you sensing the unseen as well?
No, you said do a willpower check.
Oh, thank you. All right, so you got 4. Soraka got 4. Tim, what did you get for willpower? 5?
4.
4.
Magic number.
And Victor?
Sorry, I was muted because I was vaping.
4.
Trying not to be rude.
All of you got 4.
It's a magic number.
Yeah, I know. Well,
That's crazy.
Magic number.
Go buy lottery tickets, guys.
this dice app cheats.
A familiar scene appears before your face.
Mm-hmm.
It does not
be
incite
surprised with what
you
you
to
see.
fear frenzy, but a gaping maw of teeth come clashing at you, bringing up those sensations again. Zeke, A demonic face appears before you, its maw opening with elongated teeth, lunging at you and nearly encapsulating your head. Each of you experience the same thing. It's the only thing you can sense in your immediate direction. A demonic, ghastly face, elongated teeth opening wide enough to slide over your head as it chomps down at you.
Can I stab it with a stake?
You can certainly attempt to.
Yeah, well, because they're partially silver, might do something. You never know.
Oh, and for my sense, I got a 3. Yeah, I got a 3 and a crit.
Okay, so again, none of you can see.
Mm-hmm.
All sounds are muffled. The only thing that each of you see in this space is this face coming at you.
Zeke's going to try to scream.
Okay? Tim,
Uh-huh.
that is going to be your strength and brawl, I believe, with a specialty?
Yeah.
Tim goes smash.
6 successes.
You wildly stab at this apparition in front of you,
Uh-huh.
striking nothing. The sensation of the stake in your hand is not even there. The motion of your arms is not perceptible.
Hmm.
In your mind, you feel like you're doing this. You think you're doing this, but you do not know. And still, this thing comes at you. Zeke.
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm going to try speaking to the darkness.
What do you say?
We don't mean to harm you.
Die! Die! And a mouth comes at you as if it's going to swallow your head and bite it off. Soraka. You hear nothing around you except this vision coming at you.
Can I try to compel?
Absolutely, you may.
Do I have to roll for that, or is it free?
As far as you know, you definitely have eye contact with whatever it is coming at you. What is your compulsion? What are you commanding?
Leave.
You can't even hear your own voice. You know that you've commanded your mouth to speak. You know you've commanded air through your lungs and vocal cords to say this, but you hear nothing other than the echoes in your head as this thing comes at you. The screeching and hailing and wailing of an 8-year-old girl yelling at you to run begins to grow louder and louder and louder in your mind. This happens for everyone, regardless of what action you take. This voice, this scream of terror will continue to compound. Sam.
Do I hear the little girl in my head?
Absolutely you do.
I say to the little girl in my head, I warn everybody. I told them I heard your voice.
As you speak, these teeth grow coming at you. You see or perceive nothing around you. None of your people, they're all gone. It is absolutely the darkest thing you've ever experienced. It is a void, the coldest cold you've ever experienced. There's no sensations.
I warned everybody. I saw your face. Please just let us go. We
Virginia.
won't come back.
Same experience. What's going on with Virginia? What is she doing?
I'm watching it.
as this scream in the back of your head echoes louder and louder and louder. Teeth, demonic, a skeletal thing approaches you as it begins to try and bite at you.
I'm going to back up if I can. I'm going to try to back up.
Okay.
I'm not running. I'm backing up.
Victor.
Celestria, why do you resist so much? We will have our friends. One by one. And I will just try to ride this out.
Okay. Everybody will give me another willpower check, please.
Boy.
Crit. So that's good.
3.
I got 3 as well.
6.
3
You have
and a
6
crit.
willpower?
4.
Then, okay. So you got 2 crits?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Soraka?
I got 3 and a crit.
Okay. Smiles?
Muted.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was in this.
Everyone, please give me a willpower check.
Okay. That would be 7 dice. 4 successes.
Okay. Smiles, you recognize this psychic phenomenon. You notice and realize what it is. So do you, Victor. You have experienced this before. You know that this can actually involve a physical entity, but you do maintain your cool. Anybody with 4 successes or more maintains their cool. If you have 3 successes or less, you face a fear frenzy.
Ah, damn it.
Fuck my life.
Kill me now. All right.
Never said it. That's deep.
Staking
Now.
already.
Who has 3? Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
Tim, Virginia, Sam, Soraka. This becomes more real to you. It seems to be the only thing that you can perceive. It seems to have physical form, and you know that it means you harm. Your beasts knows that it means to swallow you whole. The apparition in front of you becomes larger, more pronounced. The teeth more real, more detailed in your vision, almost as if it was here in your face as it continues to open. The terror is as if the sun just rose in this room. It's real. Everyone that you knew was here with you is gone. You see nothing but this thing. Virginia, you have no idea if you're backing up. The sensation of gravity, of movement, pressure, air, everything is gone. As far as you know, you're telling your body to back up as fast as inhumanly possible. The scream becomes deafening for everyone except for Smiles. Celestria, whom some have been able to identify, continues, "Get out! Get out! Get out!"
Ow.
Virginia, roll your dexterity.
Okay.
Anybody
Remember
who
what that is.
moves, roll your dexterity. Just straight dexterity, please.
Gonna
Gladly.
find it here. Okay. Oh, that's lucky. 2 successes.
3 successes.
I only have 2 dice, so
I got 3.
Three successes.
Okay. Zeke,
I'm
are you,
moving.
you're what?
I'm not moving.
Okay.
Neither am I.
I'm riding this out like Victor.
Soraka, Sam, Tim, and Virginia. Each of you find yourself almost falling backwards. The sudden sensation of gravity, light, movement, the sudden vision of Smiles standing outside of an inky blackness. Smiles, you see the 4 of them stumble out past you in a terror.
Well, I thought I was leaving with Freddy, but okay.
You were.
Yeah,
Again,
But you need
many
my
things
car.
happen at once.
that's true. All right, so I'll just say let's get out of here and keep heading out.
The 4 of you hear and realize Smiles' voice. Crystal clear. Almost as a bell in the night.
Are we back?
As you look back in the direction that you stumbled back from, there's an inky blackness as Smiles is telling you to get the fuck out of Dodge.
You got to get the rest of them.
yeah, we can't leave.
Victor and Zeke is still in there.
Well, you're welcome to go back, but
What up?
I'm not.
Oh, I'm waiting right here.
Sam, I'm not moving from the spot. I'm gonna go back in there. Y'all can't pay me if I go back in there.
See, now you understand what Freddy felt like.
Victor.
I'm gonna go back in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Soraka, what are you doing? As you stumble into the light and gravity and sensations again, seeing your fellow coterie members in the hallway, Smiles urging everybody to leave.
Why do we have to leave? Smiles.
Because I don't want to meet final death.
Are you seeing something we're not?
Did you not just come from the darkness?
Oh,
Everything's fucked up. Yeah, that's just a part of life these days.
Yes. And I would like to extend that life as much as possible. And going with big, scary demons in darkness is not healthy. That's why I didn't even want to come in the first place.
Fair enough.
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
still
wait to see what everyone
going
else is
back in
doing.
after Victor.
I'm going to break out my phone and take some video of this phenomenon.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go get Zeke. So I'm going back in Virginia to go get Zeke. Even though I'm like freaking out right now, I gotta go back and get Zeke. We can't leave
Victor.
nobody behind.
Repeat what you had said to the nothingness. What you said to Celestria.
what I did?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you resist so much, Celestria? We're coming to get our friends. one way or another.
They're not here.
And
Run!
where are they?
Giorgio!
But Fiona was
Hmm.
here.
This place is cursed!
I agree.
Ezekiel, this is about the time. The only thing that you hear is the word Giorgio, and this place is cursed.
I'm going to try communicating with her again
You're gonna
mentally.
what?
Is this any better?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try communicating with her again.
What do you say? What do you do?
Celestria, what is this about Giorgio? Please.
Get out! This place is cursed! You'll die!
Are you trying to save me?
Get out now! Zeke,
What do you want from me?
Zeke, you feel something press you
Okay.
from behind.
All right.
A sudden jarring. What do you do?
Did the sensation, did it feel violent or did it feel gentle?
You're not sure. This place is strange. In this darkness, you can't tell.
Was there any
It
pain
was
associated?
it was a sudden jarring. It's the only motion or movement you've felt since the darkness fell.
You know, Zeke's been weighing his options here. He wants to leave, but he wants the truth. He's going to speak once more. If you want me gone, I will leave.
Virginia, as you lunge back into the darkness, stumble forward again into that sensationless blackness. You see the jaws open wide, welcoming you and lunging at you, and you feel the press of a body as it lunges at you.
I'm going to try and grab it, I guess.
And do what?
Try to see if it's real. Because I remember Victor said something about things not being what they seem.
Strength and brawl, please. Sam,
Oh, shit.
you stumble in behind Virginia and back into the blackness, the maddening blackness. And all you see is that gaping maw lunge open at you as you feel the press of a body jarring you instantly.
I'm riding it out. I'm just gonna stand there. Just gonna ride it out. Who knows what could happen?
Soraka, what do? You lunging back into the darkness?
I had waited initially, but then I'm gonna head back into the darkness.
Tim, you see Virginia, Sam, and Soraka in turn all dive back into the darkness blindly. Smiles has made up his mind. He's leaving. You can hear the footsteps of Freddy running down the hallway.
They're not going to get far without the key card. So I'm
Nope.
going to stand at the edge of the darkness. So hopefully, like, if light gets in, I'm the first thing they see and I can grab them.
Okay. Virginia, Tim, Sam, Victor, Soraka, and Zeke. Another willpower check, please.
1, 2, 3.
And I got 2 for the strength and brawl, by the way.
Thank you.
What broke?
Ooh,
Oh, I got 7.
Ooh.
6 successes and a crit.
Oh,
That's what mine was.
4.
5.
I only got 5 dice.
Don't look so sad, Sam.
Same.
Just tell us what you got.
I have 5 unless I get to use Iron Will, and then I have 6.
What you got there, Sam?
Wow. Again, each of your beasts crawl up and down your spine, screaming for you to get the hell out. This is wrong. Get out, get out, get out. And you each are able to withhold against that urge to fight or flight. Soraka, you lunge into the darkness, colliding with something as a mouth rips open, lunging at you. You can feel the heat of breath. It's the first thing you can sense in this blackness.
Can I grab hold of it?
Your beast screams, "Kill it!"
Can I try? I have a knife on me. Can I try to stab
Yeah.
at it? Am I sure that it's, if I'm sure it's the
So you're going to
vision that we're
roll
seeing?
your strength in melee.
Love taps.
Hoof stabs.
Bruja don't believe in love taps.
No. There's a reason I say that.
Some Bruja believe in love taps.
4
That's how we
successes.
got chompers.
That's smiles
You
about
said
love
4
taps.
successes?
Yeah.
Sam, the vision of a mouth wraps around you. What do you do?
I'm going to speak out into
This
the
time,
blackness.
it's literally coming over your face. You can feel the heat of breath from it.
I'm going to ask, where are our friends? That's all I'm going to ask.
Soraka,
Yeah.
are you using any kind of strength? Are you just like slicing in the midair, or are you like, I'm going to kill whatever the hell this is?
Just kind of slicing in the air. I'm not sure what it is yet. So,
And you had 4 successes?
yep.
Sam, I need you to take 4 superficial wounds as these teeth begin to pierce your face.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, shit.
Virginia, as you collide into this whatever, what is it that you're doing?
I am gently reaching out and putting my hands forward to see if I meet any resistance with it.
There's no sensation of you doing this. You're not sure if your arms are doing what you're telling them,
Okay.
but you think you're doing this, but
Okay.
you can't tell. Again, gravity, motion, these things do not equate in this space at this moment. Zeke,
Yes.
whatever this apparition is, lunges at you. Its hands reach out. Elongated fingers grasp for your face, and you can nearly feel the heat of them as they approach. Your beast screams for you to run.
We're going to listen to our beast. Beast wants our survival as much as it wants its own survival. We're going to try to move.
Roll dexterity and athletics for me, please.
Sure. Three.
Virginia, whatever this thing is, lunges at you, colliding with you. As far as you can tell, it knocks you over. You're just not sure, but it is now standing over you. Your vision is that this thing is stooping over you, getting ready to bite your face.
Nice. I don't trust my vision. I'm not going to react to it. I'm going to
Victor.
watch it.
Victor.
Yeah.
What are you doing, sir?
I'm still trying to write it out like I have in the past. In response from Celestia.
Okay. Soraka, you connect with whatever this thing is. It rears back, looks angry. It rears up, its hands coming at you, its full body, its mouth lunging at you. You've injured it.
Can I try to duck out of the darkness?
Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics and dexterity. Sam, what are you doing, sir?
Besides feeling the pain,
This
from
thing
being
is
stabbed,
biting into your face. The only thing that you can fathom is it's going to swallow your head. Its teeth continue to pierce you. It's the only thing that you can sense.
I'm going to try to back away from it.
Dexterity and athletics.
I had 3 successes, by the way.
Okay.
Three successes.
Sam and Soraka, you both stumble backwards back out of the blackness. You're not sure how you made it there. The sense of direction is not there. Sam, you have a knife sticking in your left pec. Soraka, it is quite obviously your knife sticking out of his chest. Easily
Hence why I dove out
identifiable.
of the darkness.
Victor,
I look at Soraka. Did you stab me?
I couldn't see anything in there, could you?
No.
I'm sorry.
I pull it out and I hand it back to her. Ow, here.
Thank you.
Victor, there's a pleading voice. Celestria, you have to leave. You have to leave now. It's coming. It's coming now.
What's coming?
The monster.
The monster.
Zeke, you hear this. You don't hear Victor's responses, but you hear this voice. Virginia, you finally hear something in this blackness. It's a warning. It's coming. It's coming now. The monster.
Zeke's only thought is to leave.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to hope that they heard the warning too, and I'm going to back out.
Tim, Sam, and Soraka stumble back out of the blackness. Sam with a knife in his chest. The brief moment of conversation as he pulls it from his chest and hands it over to Soraka.
Smiles went that way, y'all. I'm hanging around to make sure everyone gets out. Go on.
Yeah, I think we'd better join Smiles.
Yeah.
Need
I'm
to
gonna
get
go butt peck after this.
Sam some medical attention.
Oh,
Yeah, that darkness is no joke.
you didn't bring a flashlight?
I don't think any of us did. But yeah, we'll meet you. We'll meet you when you get the others. We're gonna go meet up with Miles and Freddy.
So you guys haul buggy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, do you follow them or do you stay there?
No, I'm waiting for everyone else.
Okay. Sam and Soraka, you haul Boogie down the hallway and right quickly catch up with Smiles and Freddy, who are stuck at yet another door.
I'll call them Smiles, Freddy.
What?
Freddy whips around and looks behind him. He's clearly not okay. He's definitely trying to get the hell out of Dodge. He does not want to be here.
I look at Freddy. I know you want to leave. Trust us. We all want to leave, but we can't leave because Mr. Costa has the key, and he's back in there. We gotta wait till he comes out before we can leave. So we all just want to sit here and we're just all gonna wait.
Freddy frantically shakes. He can't figure out what the hell's going on. He pulls his gun.
Not again. I'm casting all on Freddy.
I can't do this.
I'm casting all immediately.
I think
Oh, for
Miles
shit's
is
sake.
just gonna reach out and try to knock Freddy out cold. At this point.
Smiles. Strength and
Yes.
brawl.
Okie dokie.
Please don't
Throw
kill him.
buttons in there. Why not?
That's a 3-dot ghoul.
You'll be all right.
So hard to
It's
deliver
still
him
on
back
that.
in one piece.
I'm trying to
God.
make one piece, but he's freaking out. And I'm casting all.
That is 2 successes.
You see Freddy deftly pulls a gun like a trained person would. Exclaims that he can't do this. The terrified look in his face plastered. It's clear, Sam. Soraka, you can see that he doesn't know how to handle what he's just experienced. As Smiles turns to him, clocks him bodily over the head, knocking him to the floor, the gun free, and Freddy collapses in a unmoving heap.
Well, never mind then, because I was going to cast all to calm him down. But that works too.
Yeah, don't waste your blood on
Um,
this one.
Virginia, Zeke,
Yes.
Victor, one more willpower check, please.
Oh boy.
Virginia's not going to like this when she hears this. Oh boy.
It smacks some sense into my boy toy.
Plus 1.
I've got 4.
4. Go golfing.
The sensation again ripples through the air as if it were a wave on the beach. You can feel it push against you, over you, through you, past you. Each of your beasts is screaming louder than it's ever has before to get out. Run, run, run. Tim, the darkness disappears.
And
Each
let's
of
not
you-
forget, I still have Sense the Unseen 6 dots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Virginia and Zeke, the inkiness disappears. The immediate sensation of gravity grips you. The immediate sensation of motion, movement, sight, sound, everything returns. Victor, you notice off towards the sarcophagi that you just attempted to strike, there is a particularly dark shadow. It seems to almost fall back behind the sarcophagi like a fall of vapor from dry ice over a ledge. The voices stop. The screaming stops. Celestria's voice no longer heard.
That's the only one I have that I see a shadow on.
That's the only one that you see that's standing out to your heightened senses, your aspects, your sense the unseen, the darkness falling back behind a particular sarcophagi, the one that you attempted to strike.
Did it not open?
It did not.
Did it even look like it budged, or is there a chip or anything?
You are holding the handle of a shattered sledgehammer. It literally exploded when you contacted with it, taking 3 aggravated damage. The burns on your hand are unmistakable.
So, considering I was here before certain things happen, is there an indentation anywhere, like a bold shape on this sarcophagus lid?
A hole?
Like a bold shape?
No. There's
no grooves or anything like that, like the
no.
altar.
Nope.
Well, apparently blunt force won't do anything. This is rather.
The 4 of you hear a hissed voice. Tim, Virginia, Victor, and Zeke. Why are you here? Get out.
Do I recognize this voice?
No.
Who are you?
Why are you here?
I am here for my friends.
Victor, with your heightened senses, you see a darkened tendril emerge from behind the sarcophagi. Almost in whip-like fashion, reaches out towards your neck, circling around your head. It's tangible. You can feel it. You can dexterity and athletically dodge, but this thing is coming at your throat.
Oh. Pulling out the piece.
Okay. Why don't you describe for all those concerned what you just did?
I will be pulling out my special firearm that has certain abilities that, well, let's just say it melts concrete.
Oh shit.
Is this, where exactly is this shadow?
It's behind the sarcophagi, as far as you can tell, of the Ventrue symbol. The one that you tried to break open. The tendril is coming out from behind it, stabbing at you.
I'm going to shoot at where the tendril's coming above it, where I'll obviously miss the sarcophagus.
Do we see Victor take out his special friend?
Looks just like a very ornate gun.
You
see
it.
Like an ornate.
Virginia sees it.
I revolver, like pistol, like a Desert Eagle kind of.
You can see body motions silhouetted as if Victor's pulling a firearm. You can't see what he's pulling because you're behind him, and a little bit further away, the light's a little too dim for you to see this.
And I will rouse the blood for Dex.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember the story about what happened the last time he was here.
And
I'm
you've
blinking.
seen the effect of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna blink over to where everybody else is, over by Freddy.
I said I'm aiming for the tendril.
So Tim, you need to rouse for blink.
As he's aiming, Zeke's going to call out, "Is this your special friend?"
I gain a hunger.
Okay.
Referring to the gun.
You gain a hunger. Your beast, as clearly as it was before, urges you to leave. Get out! Run! Run! Tim disappears from sight and quickly appears near Sam, Soraka, Smiles, and Freddy. From out of nowhere, just there he is.
I'm glad Freddy is knocked out. Or he'll freak out by
So-
that.
Tim, you blink down the hallway towards Sam, Soraka, Smiles, who are kind of milling about a collapsed Freddy.
Hey guys, get down.
Why? What's up?
Get down. And I'm gonna.
Virginia, you see Victor pull out some unnameable firearm and point in the direction of the sarcophagi.
I don't know what he's shooting at, but I know what happened last time he messed with that sarcophagi, and I'm backing the fuck up. I'm getting out of there.
Okay. And Zeke, what are you doing?
We're going to take a look. It's that shotgunish firearm we described once.
Like a very ornate desert eagle with like a LED sight on it,
But bigger.
but bigger.
We're going to
Alright.
put two and two together. That's the special gun.
Victor,
And
dexterity and firearms, please.
we are running back to the elevator.
Ooh,
Dead
I
stop.
have a crit.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm
Plus
taking
one,
his device.
so
I'm
5.
ducking.
5
5.
successes.
Now I'm aiming for the tentacle. I don't want to hit the sarcophagus, and I've seen the kind of spread on this, so I'm aiming a little higher.
There's a bright flash that Virginia and Zeke will see. There's a silhouette of light that the rest of you will see from down the hallway. It is phosphorus white. There is a cacophony, cannon-like sound, as if you had your ear against a cannon when it was fired off. There's a concussive wave of force as this firearm goes off. There's an explosion of white light out of the front of the firearm as Victor recoils with this thing way past his head. There's a second explosion as something breaks the sound barrier in as much time. There's literally a sonic boom in this cave. Everything is bright, blazing, sunlight white. Everybody make a Rorschach test, please. It's as if the sun literally exploded everywhere around you at the same time.
Right.
Whew. 5 and a crit.
A willpower.
That
if I
includes you, Smiles.
All
have.
right.
A willpower. If I have.
load here.
But I got
Hit me with that 4.
4 and a crit.
Damn, y'all are
Got
some
4.
rolling people.
Probably not gonna work for me.
never know.
Holy shit! I got 5. I got 5.
Ooh,
Look at you.
nice.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. 3's enough. Y'all are some lucky sons of bitches.
It's a good night.
Always.
Hey.
Tonight. Yeah, tonight.
Tonight. Tonight is lucky.
Yeah.
The beast in every one of you freaks out, screaming at the top of its lungs to run, run, run. As this fiery explosion occurs around you, blinding you, the sound is deafening. The concussive wave collapses the air that would be in your lungs if you were actually breathing mortals. Victor, the rocketing expanse of fire that erupts from your hand cannon, you've experienced it before, but it is no less awesome or terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
What was there The only thing that you know is it's no longer,
Mm-hmm.
as a ball of fiery magma appears on the back end of the cavern past the sarcophagi, as sparks of molten stone explode off of the wall where this projectile contacts. Please mark off one of your bullets,
Oh yeah,
as you have a
16. I
very
already know.
limited
I already know.
supply.
I already know. That is
The tendril that had reached out for you explodes in an ash cloud. There are no voices. The cavern, the sound echoing, begins to fade.
I will go to the Ventrue sarcophagi again.
I'm blinking back to Victor
Does it
after the noise
still
calms
feel
down.
electric?
Okay?
Does the Ventrue sarcophagi still feel electric?
Yes, extremely.
I do not get hungrier.
Okay. You are able to blink back towards the cavern entrance. You can make out Zeke, Virginia, and Victor, and you see Victor approaching the circle of sarcophagi again.
Everybody all right?
What the hell was that?
It's the second time Victor almost shot me with that fucking
Oh,
thing.
So,
oh, ye little face.
Victor, Virginia, and Zeke and Tim don't hear that conversation. That Smiles talking to Sam and Soraka.
Mr. Costa, may I presume to make an assumption?
What, that I have fun toys? Yes.
I mean, other than that, yes.
What?
Were you the cause of the earthquake?
As I've told you multiple times, it was Evelyn. Smiles can attest to this. He was there.
But your toy just...
No, it was not a toy. It was from a sacrifice. The Vitae.
We need to talk after we get out of here, then.
I've already talked about this several times. There's no need in going back through it.
All right, well.
I will go to the other sarcophagi. Do they all feel like they have this electrical pulse?
They do.
Except for the one that's got the lid off.
Except for the two empties. So Tim, you see
I'm gonna go.
Victor making a round around the circle of sarcophagi.
We go where the altar once stood.
Okay, that'll be in the center.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I recollect correctly, just became a pile of rubble, right?
It's split in half.
It split in half, and there was
fell to the ground, and then shit happened.
I want to see if there's anything besides rock in that pile.
Virginia, you see Victor make a circle around the sarcophagi. So do you, Zeke? And then he enters into the circle towards the middle where there's some rubble that he seems to be peering over. Smiles, Soraka, Sam. The sound subsides. The light returns back to its dimness. Freddy is still a crumpled, unresponsive mess on the ground. What are the three of you doing?
Question: do comms still work?
Comms do not work down here.
Damn. That was that.
I am blinking
Neither
back
do
and forth.
cell phone signals.
I'll go to Soraka and Smiles. You two okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? And your wound.
I'll be fine. Just give me a blood bag.
Smiles is just going to point to the floor. You have one right here.
Saying it would kill me.
Sam,
Literally.
the beast in you speaks up. He's got a point.
I mean,
Convenience.
you don't have to drain him. You just need a little taste.
I'm telling my beast, shut up, shut up,
She
shut
won't
up.
care if you have a little taste. That's what he's for.
No, I won't do it.
You gonna get cut.
I won't touch him. Freddy
Sam-
is my friend. No.
Sam seems to struggle with a little bit of internal conversation as he stares down at the crumpled Freddy.
Miles will shrug and say, well, then you're going to have to wait.
Back in the cave. Tim, Zeke, Virginia, what do you do as Victor goes to the middle of the circle of sarcophagi and starts examining a pile of rubble?
I'm going to go to the already open sarcophagi, the ones where I think Fiona must have come from, and I'm going to look around and see what I see.
So one has a cracked lid that has a corner that has fallen off on the outside of the sarcophagi that appears to be empty. The other one, the lid is completely